Another day in the Sixers offseason, and the circus continues. James Harden, Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris seen partying together. What does it mean? Also, Daryl Morey with the ultimate Sixers troll. We'll break all of it down right here on Philly Take with RB.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome into the show. Like always, hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Be sure to subscribe and also ring that bell down below. That way you don't miss any of the coverage. The whirlwind continues. And honestly, once again, I'm just sitting here laughing, trying to understand what the heck is going on here. And I'll ask the people out there, once again, let me know down below. What do you think the Sixers should do? Should they try to repair this thing, bring James Harden back, keep it all together with a new coach, or should they build more for 2024? What do you think is going to happen? What is your honest prediction? We have a lot of intel to get into today. We'll try to piece together some of the puzzle pieces, but this has just been actually crazy so far. And I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. You might not want to hear it, but somebody has to say. Before we jump right into it, shout out to our partner of today's video. Shout out to the partner of today's video, Mint Mobile. If you out there are similar to everyone else in the world who has thought to themselves at one point, why is my wireless bill so high? Then Mint Mobile is for you. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for as low as $15 per month, and you don't have to sacrifice any coverage, speed, or data. They're built on the nation's largest 5G network and keep costs low because they sell directly to you online, cutting out the retail stores and salespeople. Why should you pay more than you have to for access to the same network? You can go and use that money to treat yourself to a Sixers game or even buy a new jersey. All Mint Mobile plans include unlimited nationwide talk and text, plus lightning fast 5G and free mobile hotspot. They even offer super affordable family plans with as little as 2 lines. And switching to Mint is super easy thanks to their digital eSIM cards. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. And if your phone isn't eSIM compatible, Mint will actually ship you a new SIM card free of charge. The whole process will only take about 15 minutes. And if you get stuck, Mint has a great customer service team to help you through it. So if you are interested in reliable coverage and fast data for a fraction of the cost, go to mintmobile.com/PhillyTake. You can go right down to the description of this video and click the link, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. All right, man, let's jump right into it. I want to start off with a quick clip from the newest Sixer, Patrick Beverley, on his podcast today. Let's start off with a beam of light, right? Before we get into the wild circus, let's start off with a beam of light. Here is Pat Bev on what he had to say about living in Philadelphia this upcoming year.
Athletes live in South Jersey. I don't see that for you. I feel
No. I want to be in Philly.
Yeah.
I'm living in Philly. I want to feel the city. I want to smell the city. I want to have it on my shoulders. You hear me wrong?
Yes, dude.
I'm South Jersey, me.
That's what I said. That's not your
I want to be in Philly. I want to hear the fans when we win a big game. You feel me? I want to feel that shit. Let me relax. You get me turned up.
Oh my gosh, man. Pat Bev is already going to win the fans over. As I said before, the Wells Fargo Center is going to love this guy. Sixer fans are going to go crazy once Pat Bev sets a record number of texts. He's in the ref's faces. He's blowing up, going crazy. Maybe we'll even get another moment where he stands up on the scorer's table. And right now, that's the only addition that this team has made. But shout out to Pat Bev. He's not living in South Jersey. He's living in Philadelphia. You heard it from him first. Can't wait to see how this plays out this season. He also said that Doc Rivers told him that he should sign with Philadelphia when he called him up. But definitely an interesting listen. Shout out to Pat Bev. All right, let's get into the wild circus. So over the weekend, the holiday, Michael Rubin had his annual Hamptons party. You know, he's a millionaire, billionaire, whatever he is at this point. And we got a lot of intel. Sixer fans were going nuts, blowing up, and I don't blame them. All right, let's look at some photos. Let's put on the investigative lens and talk about what we have here, right? As of right now, the latest report, James Harden's camp, or James Harden unhappy with the Sixers and the contract situation. We had the Tobias Harris crumble cookie situation. First off, let's take a step back. Is anybody else sitting out there just wondering, like, what the heck is going on with this franchise? Like, I love covering this team. There's never a dry moment. And although it is funny sometimes and the Sixers are looked at as crazy, I mean, you got to love this drama, this entertainment value. We are sitting here in the offseason. Teams are signing players. They're looking at their draft picks. The Sixers are trying to piece together what's going on from a Hamptons party. That's what we do year in and year out. It is a time, man. It is really a time. But anyway, here's Michael Rubin via his Instagram. There's James Harden with Michael Rubin, Tom Brady. All right, there's Book. And let's look at this, man. The next photo, Tobias Harris via Instagram. Joel Embiid, James Harden, Tobias Harris. I told you, you might not want to hear it. It might be annoying to some people out there. The Sixers are running this thing back. Confirmed. Bada boom, bada bing. Look at Tobias Harris's face, man. How drunk is he on a scale from 1 to 10? These guys are hugging. They're all together. Tyrese Maxey was at this party last year. Let's take it back a step. Remember last year, the Sixers signed PJ Tucker. Everything's buzzing in Philadelphia. Everyone shows up to the Hamptons. We're talking about James Harden throwing his birthday cake off of the boat. Everybody's vibing out the Meek Mill, Travis Scott. Everybody's having a time. And here we are back at the Hamptons party. No PJ Tucker. Make that a note. But here these guys are again hanging out. They look fine. Everything's cool. All right, let's go to Instagram, right? Let's go to James Harden's Instagram. Everything looks fine to me. There he is with little baby. And look at that. Look at that. Joel Embiid and James Harden taking pictures together. Great fellowship. The caption from James Harden. Michael Rubin says, "Love you, my brother." There's James Harden with them again. I don't know what this picture is. They were either really drunk or Michael Rubin had a message. You know, hey, keep in mind, Michael Rubin sold the steak, right? Maybe he's behind the scenes like, yo, James, they don't want to give you a bag. Please, I love my Sixers. I'll give you a bag. James, I'll pay you. Please stay. James Harden joking around, laughing. And look at this. Another picture of Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and James Harden. Once again, Tobias Harris looks absolutely drunk. These two are looking at each other. I don't know what to take away, man. What do you guys think? Look at that. He's even more drunk. This is later in the night. James Harden flexing his Uno chain. Man, oh man. We have a circus here. Look at it. Look at it. But look, at the end of the day, this could mean a couple things in my opinion. Number one, like I said, these guys are just genuinely friends. They're here. Maybe they're not talking ball at all. Maybe they're just hanging out, trying to, strengthen the bond or whatever. Number two, maybe Michael Rubin's up in James Harden's ear saying, I'll pay you the bag. We're all good. Bring it back together. I don't want to see my Sixers tank for another 15 years. Or maybe this is like a little regathering. Maybe they're trying to, clear up the wounds and make sure things are all right. Maybe James Harden has no problem with these guys. Maybe James Harden is pissed at Daryl Morey. Maybe that bridge is burned and they're not friends anymore. Or maybe it's James Harden's agency and Daryl Morey. I don't know, man. Something's really off. Something is odd about the way this whole thing has been reported. I put it out on Twitter a couple days ago. Things are not adding up. And I always say, when I report these things, look, I'm reporting on what's reported, but I always say, take it with a grain of salt, because maybe things are not accurate in the way that they have been reported compared to what we're seeing, right? We know the media likes to drive up and stir narratives. I'm just here, looking at all viewpoints, trying to think about what's really going on. And right now, it seems like these players still have good chemistry. They have no problem. Oh, and by the way, the Sixers are running it back, part 5,000, and it is confirmed by Tobias Harris and Daryl Morey on Twitter. Here's what Daryl Morey put out last night, which has the Sixer fan base losing their minds. You want to talk about a chaotic organization. Daryl Morey on Twitter tags Tobias Harris, and he says, had to check out the first crumble cookies. Don't worry, Tobias. No casual fans in sight here. We know the whole crumble cookie situation. I could not believe, looking at Twitter, I could not believe that the GM of the team put this out. He's in front of the crumble cookie store. There he is. And you know what's even funnier? He's trolling. And I don't even know if he did this on purpose. He's got the infamous Ben Simmons quote on his shirt. It is what it is. Is this an ultimate level of troll job by Daryl Morey? He's out here laughing. Like, you guys thought I was trading Tobias or James? Get out of here. This is so wild to me, man. I sit back and laugh sometimes. The fact that he put this out, I've always said I like the fact that Daryl Morey, interacts with the fans on Twitter, kind of keeps his ear open, sees, the pulse of the fan base. But this right here is an ultimate troll job. Tobias responds to it. He says, love it. Yeah, they're running this thing back. At the end of the day, they need to do something. I'm outright confused because I understand letting Shake Milton walk. He had no role in this team, wasn't consistent enough. George Niang, you're not paying $8.2 million. No way the Sixers are matching that. But with this whole Harden situation, they've been held hostage and they haven't done anything in free agency. And the one that really sent me over the edge that I'm confused about is Jalen McDaniels going to the Toronto Raptors. You let him go in the conference. He's still young, a lot of promise and potential. He signs with the Raptors, and they sign him on the biannual exception. What, $4.6 million? The Sixers could have easily matched that. They traded Thibault on a second rounder. They said they had intent to re-sign McDaniels in the summer. They let him go. Something has to be brewing here. We talked about all the trade scenarios. I still think Daryl Morey will not trade James Harden unless he gets a star back. I don't think there's any way they get Dame unless they were to trade Harden, get a ton of assets, which is not out there right now. The interest, according to reports, is not high in James Harden. Unless they traded him, got a ton of assets, young players and picks, paired it with Maxey and tried to make a huge offer to the Blazers. I don't think that'll happen. And really, is it worth it, right? Dame and Embiid, you had to sell your whole roster essentially. And the Clippers don't even want to bite by giving up Terrence Mann. So everything going on right now is just absolutely insane. The Sixers are letting guys walk. Who is going to round out the bench? Jaden Springer, maybe? Turk Smith? Ricky Council? Don't tell me you're bringing Furkan back to play 20 minutes a night. Other than Melton and a couple other guys, I mean, they haven't even re-signed Reed yet. So this is getting very, very interesting. And Daryl Morey's trolling on Twitter. And I don't know what to think anymore. Right now, this is looking like a failure of an offseason unless they turn this thing around very quick. So we'll wait and see what happens. But at the end of the day, give me your thoughts. What do you think down below? Is James Harden cool with the players? Is he cool with coming back if they figure this out financially? Or is he done? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.